At least 13 provinces across China on flood emergency alert, with areas expecting intense rainfall from today until Sunday. Following a meeting of top leaders, authorities of affected regions have been urged to step up their flood control and disaster relief efforts. The discussion also highlighted the importance of a rapid response to flood warnings. China has been hit by several typhoons and floods recently, bringing death and destruction. And CNA's Lo Min joins us live from Shanghai to tell us more. Min, on this emergency plan, clearly authorities are planning ahead for the flood that they expect across 13 provinces. What would these plans involve in terms of handling the situation?
This is actually the lowest level emergency response in China's four-tier system, with level 4 being the least urgent and level 1 being the most urgent. So there is going to be a risk of rivers overflowing and general floods in more than half of China's provinces, including industrial hub Chongqing and areas surrounding Shanghai like Anhui and Jiangsu provinces. But it's not going to be anything as catastrophic as what we saw about a month ago when Typhoon Doksuri made landfall in China, causing record-setting rain. Then the emergency response level was raised to level 1, the highest level, and still it had killed at least 33 people and caused 2 million residents to be displaced. And the government is still now facing the task of rehoming these millions of residents before winter approaches. But authorities say that reconstruction could take 1 to 2 years. Now, during that flood that occurred in Beijing, there were some criticisms from residents who said they were not evacuated fast enough and that the government had sacrificed people living in designated flood storage areas where excess flood waters were diverted to. And so now the government is clearly paying more attention to mitigating climate disasters, with China's top leadership team, the Politburo Standing Committee, convening a meeting last week, calling on localities to strengthen early warnings and forecasts, to improve communications between meteorologists and flood control teams, and to improve and upgrade infrastructure for flood prevention. President Xi himself warned that this year's flood season is not yet over, calling on officials to remain vigilant. And that's because in China, extreme weather events are projected to increase in frequency and severity and could cause national and economic losses and food security concerns, which is a top concern for many ordinary citizens, given that we saw at least a few percentage points of China's autumn grain output just wiped out within a matter of days in the last major flood.
Thanks for that. CNA's Lo Min reporting live from Shanghai.